Yay, we had an RV show. It was so great.
It was pretty good. It was awesome.
And we've already done a podcast about the RV show.
Yep.
So if you missed that one, it's still RV show season. You might have shows in your area. You should go check it out. But the next thing we wanted to cover feels like it kind of goes hand in hand, right? You go to the RV show, you look around, you find your favorite.
But then what do you do with the one you already have?
Oh, crap. Well, you got a couple options. We're going to talk about them today.
Yep.
Trade or sell.
Which one?
Which one? Welcome to the RV Small Talk Podcast. We're your hosts from Princess Craft RV. I'm Lindsay.
And I'm PJ, and we talk about whatever we want to. And sometimes it's about RVs.
It's true.
So today, we're going to try to figure out, do you want to trade it or do you want to sell it? I mean, seriously, who doesn't think about their next RV? I mean, doesn't everybody do that?
Yeah, and I feel like the salespeople get that question every day of like, you know, what do I do with the old one? Do I trade it in or do I sell it? I mean, those are the two big options, and I feel like maybe it's a little bit more to think about than just, I don't know, do you want us to do it or do you want to do it? You know, like there's more involved. So hopefully we'll break it down and make it super simple. And I don't really think there's a wrong answer,
Right,
but there's
that's
definitely a right answer for wherever you're at in your journey. So, two main options. Option one. What's option one, PJ?
You can trade it in.
Yeah.
You can say, how much will you give me for this? They give you a number, and you say yes or no. And, yeah, hopefully you say yes, trade it in. You hand them the keys and walk away.
I think that's the...
Which is maybe idealizing it just a bit.
I mean, it's putting it in simple. It's putting it the way that people understand that. And that's the draw for me. I'm a lazy human. I would much rather
Just trade it in.
you do it. Here, I'll give you some more money. You do it.
But you know, the scary part for a lot of people is they're going to start asking us questions. And they're going to figure out that, you know, Johnny opened the door really hard and punched a hole in the wall. And, you know, I took one mattress out because the dog peed on the bed. And we got that awning problem that we never fixed. And, you know, the water heater doesn't work so great, but maybe they won't notice. I don't know. That's always scary for some people. And then I will tell you from personal experience, there's those people that say, oh, no, my trailer is like brand new. And they bring it in. I mean, we have a classic story that we laugh about here. The guy said, no, man, it's great. It's like brand new.
Oh, I remember this.
And I walk out, and there is a hole in the back of it. I mean, it is...
Like, it's like a bowling ball size hole.
Yes, I couldn't think of the size.
It
It is a big hole.
And it was just like a hole. I just can't.
And I said...
It wasn't like a dent or a scrape. It was like a hole all the way through the camper.
outside. And I said... excuse me, sir, there's a hole in the back. And I was standing there looking very confused. He said, oh, yeah, but you can just cover that.
Yeah, I mean, you could.
And he thought it was
what was the big
just
deal?
fine.
It's perfect.
It's
Except
fine.
for this hole, which is about to be perfect once you put some duct tape over it. That's great.
So, you know, there are those trade-in people. Some people really do worry that their camper isn't perfect. So that may be a reason people don't want to trade in. It's because they feel kind of exposed for maybe the maintenance they didn't do, or maybe the things that broke that they didn't fix. But I'm here to say, as long as you're honest with the dealer, yeah, why not? Trade it in, whatever shape it's in, and move forward.
So option two is sell it yourself. Essentially like more work, but probably more money.
Yeah.
I mean, that's mostly how things work in this world, right?
Yeah. You got to put in
the harder you work,
and
the more
then you
money.
get more
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
But also the fear there is, I don't understand what I have to do. How do I do this? I mean, what do
Right,
I
or
put out
even
there?
what to
Yeah.
look for, because at a dealership they do know, oh, these parts wear out in this amount of time. This is one thing that might be underneath or something
Yes.
that you don't even know to look for.
And people will ask me questions that I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to title it. I mean, all those questions. So, sometimes people make that decision based on what they're afraid of the most. And that's really
PJ, that
maybe
is
not a
how I
good
make
one.
every decision in my life. Actually, I'd never thought about it, but now that you say it out loud, I think I need an extra therapy appointment. What the heck? What am
are
I
you
afraid of
the
least?
most?
The most.
Or the least?
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Okay.
Okay, so focus.
Focus.
So
All right.
we're going to take a camper and we're going to pretend to trade it in, and then we're going to pretend to sell it ourselves and kind of walk you through those steps so you can, start to gauge which one is right for you. Maybe some things you didn't even think about. So this is a Tab 320.
Which is a very common small trailer.
It is a very common small trailer to trade in here too. We get a lot of pre-owned Tab 320s.
We do.
So I'm going to let you do the number part of this.
Oh.
I'm just the fearful decision maker over here. You give me the numbers. I will make a fear-based decision.
Okay. So most 320s, most people get the Black Canyon. They get everything on them. The new ones are going to sell probably 34, 35, 36,000, somewhere in that range, right? So the scenario that we started with was, let's say you have a 2021 Tab 320.
I happen to have one of those.
You have one?
Can I trade one in?
Yeah. I know that's not what you have, but I want to know, is it a red one? Because I like the red ones.
Does that change the market value?
Depends on what color red.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good to know. Will the color change the market value on a trade-in?
Oh, good. Actually, probably not, unless it's some exotic color.
Right.
You would have to think twice if you're taking in a...
Hot pink leopard print.
Yes. Because there is going to be a slimmer market looking for that. Mm-hmm. And most people bring their trailer in and say, I did all this custom stuff to it. So people are really going to want this. And the truth is...
you really wanted it. So you customized
nobody
it.
most likely is going to love every customization, particularly if it's a hot pink leopard print.
Right.
But somebody might. But the dealer's probably going to bring down the value just a little bit because we're going to have to wait for that very eccentric person to come in. So...
I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Yeah, that is all right.
Tab
I don't know where
320.
I left off. Tab 320. All right. So if we're looking at a 2021 model and we pulled a few numbers to show you that a typical listing online, now this is not what they sell for. This is what they're listing them for. And we don't know what they negotiate them down to.
You have to remember that if you see something for sale online, that means it's still for sale.
Right.
It didn't sell at that price. It
did not sell
sale.
yet at that price. That's for sure. So typical listing on a 2021 320 is going to be 22 to 27,000. Sounds reasonable, right?
Those little campers hold their value, huh?
They do.
That's
And if
pretty
it's
crazy.
36 new, and probably in 21 they were more like 30.
Yeah.
So not a bad deal. But a dealer is probably going to offer you somewhere in the neighborhood of maybe 18 to 21, right? And you're going, but I see them for sale for 27,000.
Right.
Well, yeah, that's what they're asking for it. They might sell it at 25, but if a dealer gives you 25 for it, then what do they do with it? Then they sell it at 25 and there's zero money in it?
Yeah.
Because as a dealership, we can't sell things for zero profit because when you buy from a dealership a used trailer, what's your first question, Lindsay?
Does everything work?
Yeah. Well,
I'm really glad I got that right.
You did. How are we supposed to know if everything works?
Yeah, you got to pay somebody to go through it.
I got to
And
pay somebody to check it out.
we also hold it right? I mean, I say any dealership, they have it on their lot. They pay your salespeople to show other people. We take pictures of it, we put it online, do a video of it,
and we pay somebody to do all those things.
So I think sometimes it does feel, when you get a trade value number, like it feels like personally offensive, or at least I feel like some customers feel like that.
Yes, absolutely. Especially when they love their trailer.
Yeah.
They have had so many great memories. Some people get really a little separation anxiety when they trade in because they have had so many great memories.
But it is a business, and we do have to make some amount of money on it. So if you step back and look at the numbers, I think the really important thing to remember when you're looking for a trade value is that if you find one online that's for sale for X price, that doesn't mean that is what you are getting for your trade-in. I feel like there's a pretty big disconnect there sometimes.
There is. I don't
because there's other steps in between it selling for this price and you giving it to us for this price. So
we are not telling you your trailer is worth that. We are telling you that is what we can give you and still do everything we need to do to it. Some need more, some need less. 2021 Tab 320 might need an Aldi flush, and that can be a $700-800 project. And I don't want to sell it if it needs an Aldi flush to a new buyer, because that's an important piece of maintenance, and they're expecting to get a good trailer. So that, on top of just having a tech go through it, work every system, flush out the water tanks, I mean, that's going to be anywhere from $700 or $800 just for the checkout, all the way up to maybe $2,000 on a big unit. So that has to happen here at our dealership, and we have to pay people to do that.
Even cleaning and detailing it,
we pay those people
we
too.
have to pay them. Turns out
they don't work for free.
We put a brand new battery on our units. Who
wants an old battery?
All these things take money, and sometimes maybe it takes a little bit more money than the customer says, well, I could do all of that for $400.
Yeah.
And
or they say, I just put a new battery in it 2 years ago and it's fine.
That's not, I mean,
it's not how that
unfortunately,
works.
We're a dealership. We have to do things certain ways, and,
Yeah, even trailers that come in that are in really good shape. But, something else that I think is probably needing to be brought up here is that you may get a dealership that offers you, instead of that 18 to 21, they might say, I'll give you $26,000 for it. Well, if one's really low and one's higher, then what they're doing is they're taking that $5,000 that they bumped up the price on your trade to make you happy, and they're adding that $5,000 to whatever it is you're buying from them. So I'll understand how that works. They raise both prices, because if they have, say, $20,000 profit in this big fifth wheel you want to buy, maybe they're good with $15,000 profit, and they take that $5,000 and add it to your trade.
It's just moving money around.
Because it's just shuffling money. So always look at the difference between what you're buying and what your trade is, because that's going to tell you the value. So anyway, real trade numbers are going to be less than what it sells for, period.
I think if you can get past like the personal shock of trade-in numbers, or really just understand where the dealerships are getting these numbers from, then trade-ins can be easy and non-offensive.
And one of the cool things too at trading in is maybe you only get $21,000 for your trade that you think is worth $26,000, $27,000 on the market. But then you don't have to pay taxes on $21,000 of the new camper, because you get a tax credit. So your $21,000 would actually be probably $22,000 and some change when you factor in the tax credit. So that's another way of looking at it too. So that dealer, that dealer's saving you some tax money, and then they have to check it out, they have to refurbish it, maybe they have to put tires on it, they have to clean it, do all those things that maybe you didn't do recently, and then they have to have a little bit of profit.
Sometimes.
We hope.
Sometimes.
Sometimes not.
Sometimes
I
not.
will tell you. But we hope there's a little bit of profit in there. And it doesn't need to be huge, but there has to be something, some reason to do that.
So one of the benefits of trading, and you were just talking about, is like the tax credit. There's you get the tax credit, but you also get to skip all the bull, right? Like,
Yep.
if you think about, like cleaning your camper, but cleaning it
To sell it?
Yeah, cleaning it
That's
to sell it is like a
totally
whole different
thing.
Taking
right.
pictures of it, uploading the pictures, listing it. Are you listing it in more than one place? And then you have to go to all the different places to list it. The Craigslist, Facebook, RV Trader. And then the worst part. I'm sorry, I really don't like trading or not trading or selling things myself, obviously. People, you got to deal with the people. You got to deal with all the wackadoos that find you on Facebook Marketplace. I come to your house. They know where you live. They're gonna look at your camper.
And it's just like selling anything. It is a lot of work. I had to explain to somebody recently. They said, "Why do people always ask me if it's still available?" I said, "Because it's a little button you can push, and it automatically sends that message."
They made it super easy.
They made it super easy just to say, "Is this still available?" And why wouldn't it be available if it's listed for sale? Why wouldn't it be? But
because people sell it and then don't take down their
but
listings.
people are lazy and they don't take things down. So then you get so many yahoos.
I think the instant, here are the keys. Now where's my new shiny one?
Yes.
Is really satisfying.
You know what I think? I think that list of maintenance things and things that you thought you needed to do to your trailer, that you can just check them all off and hand somebody your keys, because you don't need to do those anymore.
No, you don't.
But if you're selling it yourself, that's where the effort comes in.
And you're selling it yourself, it's more work. You have to clean it, you have to list it, you have to take pictures of it, you have to meet the people. But
then you get more money.
You get more money.
Hopefully. That
essentially
is
you're
usually how it works.
Yeah. I mean, you're doing the work that we would do, right? It's on you now if something doesn't work or if something's dirty or
Yeah. So in this situation, with your Tab 320, this is a $27,000 trailer, you are probably going to end up with anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 more. Well, $3,000 to $4,000 more, because if you trade it in and you get the tax credit.
Okay, I was about to say, how much would, if you traded it in?
If you traded it in for 20,
okay,
your tax credit is going to be 21 and change. So let's just say 21. So it will actually be like 21.5.
So you save some money on your taxes, but overall, or is this even something you can answer? Do you think that selling it yourself, you get more money than you would save? Does that make sense?
Yes,
on the
absolutely
taxes.
you do.
Yeah,
absolutely,
okay.
You get more money selling it yourself, because let's say yours is really great camper, 27 is what you're listing it for. You end up getting, say, 25.5 is where you negotiated to, because let's face it, folks, nobody sells it for full price most of the time. Most of the time.
Yeah, you're going to get that one comment.
Yeah,
yes, I do.
Of course. Yeah, I sold mine for $2,000 more. Yeah, that's awesome. So let's say you sell it for $25,500. So you've made yourself $4,000 more, right?
Yes.
So what is that? That $4,000 is awesome, right? That's not nothing to sneeze about. But you earned every bit of that $4,000.
Yeah.
By dealing with it, and then You also have to be super careful about titling. Because if they don't, you've got to meet them at the title office. Guys, if you're not doing that, it's so scary because they could not change the title.
They could not finish the steps. And
that's right. And then it is still in your name.
It's in your name.
For eons. So, yeah, there's some work to be done here, but $4,000 is definitely a good chunk of money. And in this scenario, it just depends on how brave you are and how much work you want to put into it. Because it's going to take you a day to clean it and get it ready. It's going to take you probably another day to get the pictures. You're going to have to figure out how to write it. You're going to have to pay some money to list it in different places.
And then strangers come to your house.
And then you have to deal with all the people. Meeting strangers. And for some people, you know, they're natural salespeople. They don't mind it.
Yeah.
And they've got time. So it's a great opportunity.
It ain't for me.
No.
Let's talk about one other thing that I hear people get pretty upset with a lot. And maybe, I don't know, maybe we could shed some light on this. We were talking about earlier with customization, you know, it doesn't really make the camper more valuable. But there's been a lot of times when people say, I have added a keyless entry. I have added a solar port. I have a second lithium battery. Those are very cut and dry physical things that have been added to the camper that are not opinions, right?
Right.
It's not hot pink leopard print. It's a keyless entry. So why does that not add value to the camper when I'm trading it in?
Well, I will tell you on very, very, very rare occasions it can add value if you've added solar and you've done it so that it looks factory. But I will tell you that is such a rare sighting. It always looks homemade. Almost everything that comes in here looks homemade. And when that happens, it actually hurts the value of your camper. If it looks like
someone messed with it.
Somebody glued a bunch of you-know-what to the top, and so it's supposed to have more solar, but, you know, and then they put a wood panel here instead of the nice metal latch top. And then that wood panel, all you do is lift that up and move 18 straps and bungees and ratchets, and then you can get to this extra battery that they put in. And it does not sell well at all. Modified campers like that, it just really hurts your resale.
And I think with enough patience and enough, sorry, I got distracted. Knowing your audience, you could probably find, you know, that guy down the street who is always, you know, wanted a camper just like this.
Yes.
But you have to remember when you're trading it into a dealership, you have to take that person out of it. You feel like you have spent time and money and made it so much better than it was, right? I added this, I added that. I obviously made it better. But you have to think about if you were on a lot searching for campers and you saw one that had some stuff done to it, it's just not as appealing. And I think people get their pride hurt, you know?
Yes.
But you have to take people out of it and just say, like, this camper versus this camper. Of course I'm going to choose the one that's not all messed up. And not to mention, when you do that, it doesn't really add value because we at Princess Craft didn't do it, so therefore we can't be responsible for if it works or if it works correctly or if it's going to fall off later, right?
Especially wiring. Oh, it's so scary.
I mean, we're not trying to hurt your feelings, but all that really cool stuff you did to your camper is great. It doesn't always translate to more money, and I feel like we hurt a lot of feelings with that.
That's right. And, you know, sometimes it's like, I fixed this and I made this cabinet bigger, so now we just put this bungee over the clasp so it doesn't open.
That's
when
perfect.
we go down the road.
Perfect, Susan. We
and
love
I'm
that.
Like, that works, but it doesn't show well when we're selling it.
And we also can't give you more money because you found this cool hack.
But you know what? The other piece to that is that all these cool hacks. Even if they did add value, we can't finance a trailer with added value.
We cannot finance a trailer with added value. Did you hear it?
We can only finance it for the original non-added value price. The bankers don't really
made up
care
in their head
that it has a 240 amp hour lithium battery and extra 500 watts of solar.
They don't.
They say, nope, still only worth this much. So even if it was an added value, it's really tough because we have to go on what the banks will finance. That is super important when we look at a trade-in.
Good to know.
Yeah, undo your, if you're going to trade it in and you're going to take it to a dealer to look at, undo your hacks before you get there. And that will help you.
It'll show
on a
better.
Trade-in value.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Even when we get trade-ins, we take off that step rug. We take off that nice, really cool paper towel holder that you put on the wall. Command hooks. You guys, command hooks galore do not help sell your trailer. We have to peel every one of those off.
Command hooks are fine. I love a command hook.
Me too.
Y'all keep using them. But please stop using the dark stickers. Do you remember the amount of glow-in-the-dark stickers we've had to peel off, and they get under your fingernail, and it gets you right there, the point of the star? I think I have PTSD from trying to peel
off stickers.
Off stickers.
All those camping stickers that people
but
put
also
on. That's so cool.
Go
Make
live
it
your life.
own.
Put stickers on it.
Yeah.
Just don't think that it adds value to your camper.
Because it kind of does the opposite.
It doesn't.
Literally, not 1 hour ago, I was looking at customers who are picking up, coincidentally, a 320, and they wanted to know. I heard the tech who was doing their walkthrough explaining how to get the stickers off that are on there.
Oh.
Yeah, because they have put stickers on it, and they've put a United States map and, put the states on there, and then they had a little buzzy bee on one side. And
it's probably real cute,
adorable.
But the person buying it didn't put it there. They want to make their trailer their own. I don't know. I'm not even bashing anyone for putting stickers. Put stickers on everything, please.
Yeah.
Stickers are great.
Our podcast is about the money, and people don't like to buy your personalized camper as much as they do one that looks brand new. That's all you need to know.
That's just because they don't know me.
That's right. They would if they knew you, right? If I knew that bee person, I might really like their stickers.
So when does trading make more sense than just selling it myself?
Trading makes more sense.
Other than when I'm lazy.
If you're lazy, or, if you don't have the time. And
I'm just so busy.
If you are a weekend camper and you look at selling it, it's going to be really hard to get it sold, get it cleaned, and get it out there to sell. Now, if the extra few $1,000s is really important to your lifestyle, then by all means give it a shot, because you know what? If you try to sell it yourself and it doesn't work, you can always change your mind and trade it in.
We're still an option.
Yeah,
it turns out. I think there's something really cool. I guess you feel this when you buy a car too, but even more with RVs because they're more fun. But there's something about pulling up in your old one,
and driving away in
your new one. Yeah, not only does it feel really good, but it really does make it that easy. It is as easy as pulling up, handing someone your keys, and going and hanging out in your new one. And I think that, to me at least, is worth a lot of money. Not a lot, but you know what I mean. It's worth the convenience. It's a convenience fee. Is really what you're doing.
It is. But I will tell you, I come from the other camp. I come
you do.
From
do it yourself.
Yeah, I just want to put this out there. I can do this, and I really, I don't want to give you the extra money when I could make it myself.
Yeah.
And it isn't for me all about the money. It's just I feel maybe lazy, or I don't know. I feel like I could do this, and and I could make it, I could do better than the dealer, and I might as well make that money. I probably would find time to sell before I traded it in.
Yeah, because I think...
But it's not scary to me also.
Yeah, I also feel like you getting your camper ready and listing it and talking to people about it and seeing it drive away from your house would like give you like the warm fuzzies.
Maybe. But also,
I mean, like, it makes you feel good because you know that you maximized your money.
right, that's
Not
what make me feel
not
good.
like
Yeah.
warm and fuzzy, but like it makes you feel good inside because you feel like
Yeah.
you made the... See, it's the opposite for me. Like my warm fuzzy feeling would be like, drop the keys, don't think about it anymore. That would give me the like
Quit worrying about it.
feeling
Quit
good about
worrying
my
about it.
decision. And so it's...
But think about it. I mean, so many people sell on Facebook Marketplace or, garage sales aren't even a thing anymore. But
Yeah, they
are they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't see
Now they
many.
just have entire neighborhood
Na-
garage
neighborhood
sales.
get-togethers. But, because people value their stuff. And, we had a bee suit, speaking of bees, hanging in our garage for years that wasn't being used. And finally one day my husband said, I'm going to sell this. Put it on Facebook Marketplace. And it took a few weeks. And he talked to a couple of people who said they were coming who didn't show up. And he had to take some extra pictures of it and answer 10, 15, 20, 50 questions. But then he sold them. And he was happy.
Yeah.
And that's great. And so many other people would just dump that at Goodwill.
Yes.
So
So
both camps are perfectly fine.
both camps are correct. Which one do you want?
Which colored spots are on this leopard?
Oh. Which colored spots? I thought my mind immediately went to like Candyland.
Oh.
The colored.
I think it was a Dr. Seuss book.
I don't know where I'm going. Oh, who ran
Wasn't
the zoo? No, that's If I Ran the Zoo. Wait, what does that have to do
Y'all
with the
help
leopard?
us out. We
Yeah,
got
that
a little
has
mixed up.
spots, and he moves the spots, and then they
Yeah.
lose the spots, and then there's spots everywhere. Yeah, it's called Who Runs the Zoo? Who
Okay,
Ran the
we'll
Zoo?
check it out.
Zoo.
It'll be in the show notes if you're curious, but most of you probably turned us off by now.
Who cares?
But depending on who you are,
If I ran the zoo,
you would pick.
am I right, Quest?
Okay,
Oh, I
he's
thought
gonna
he was
Google it.
Googling
He's
it.
gonna figure it out.
If I ran the zoo, but it's not even Dr. Seuss, is it? It is?
Yes. All
All
right.
right.
Good job, Lindsay.
Well, I'm going to go find that book for nostalgic reasons.
And so y'all keep upgrading that camper, make it just exactly what you love, and then decide, where you're at in your life when you decide to trade it in and move on to your next adventure. Is it worth trading in or is it worth fixing up? Just maybe our big message here is don't hate the messenger.
Yeah, I
Don't
do.
hate the dealer. We're not trying to gyp you.
Now that the podcast is over, I do feel like we were just super opinionated when we were really just trying to say, do whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. Just
Do whatever you
just
want.
do whatever you want.
Those are your choices, and both of them are good.
Yeah.
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 So, I don't know, Lindsay, what's your next trailer? Have you picked it out yet?
Yeah, right.
Yeah?
No, my horizon's perfect. Why would I change it?
Oh, well, I feel the same way, but I was trying to relate a personal experience, but we don't have
Yeah, no, I just love my trailer. I don't want another one.
that. Okay, well, y'all tell us what your opinion is.
But when I
because
do-
we obviously don't have one.
But when I do want another trailer, definitely trading it in. We've already established I am lazy.
I'm definitely selling mine, so y'all line up, get ready. Someday I will sell my Willow.
With your hand-painted pillow, will it come with it?
Oh, maybe.
Well, I just told everybody, so now it has to.
Oh, but I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Well,
that's
it
the
doesn't make it go up in
customization.
value. You know
it
that,
doesn't.
right?
It doesn't, right? That is my total customization. But I keep dreaming of customizing it, and I would never stop customizing because of trade-in value.
Yeah, no.
But I know
You're
some
supposed
people
to
are
enjoy
in
it.
that camp too, but not me. Man, you guys go for it.
Yeah.
You have the coolest trailers out there, and
Have
we
fun.
love seeing them.
All right.
So-
We will see you next time. In the meantime, if you're bored, check out Texas tinytrailerrally.com and texastruckcamperrally.com for information on our rallies. They're in May. They're free. They're super fun. And you don't have to buy a trailer from us to come. Doesn't matter what size. Just go look at the website.
Show up and have
get all
fun.
the info. We'll talk about it more
That's
next
right.
time.
Sounds good.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye, guys.